If I have to keep only 10 perfumes out of my 400 bottle collection, then this will be it. I will be featuring the top 10 perfumes that I cannot live without. Now, I normally do this video once a year. There are still some favorites from last year that are still included in today's list. However, there's a lot of new big loves that I am excited to share with you guys. Last week, I did my top 10 Middle Eastern perfumes for life, and it took me 3 overnights to come up with a list. And it's the same thing for today's video. The difference is that I kept removing and adding perfumes in today's list last minute, okay? It was very tough because initially I had 13. I want to do like a strict top 10 for life and not do like top 13. So yeah, I removed the other 3 and today I'll be talking about 10. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Joanna and I do reviews and recommendations of affordable and luxury fragrances in my channel. Now, if that sounds interesting to you, then please do keep watching and consider subscribing. I'm gonna start off with my favorite summer scent as of the moment. And I feel like you might not even consider this as a summer scent. However, I'm loving this fragrance so much these days because this fragrance gives me so much joy and good vibes every time I spray it. And I'm talking about Levant by Ormonde. Now, this is not a new fragrance. This is my favorite citrus scent as of the moment. And I know you might not think of it as a citrus scent as it is actually more floral. However, to me, the Tangelo and Mandarin orange in this fragrance gave it that bright, crisp, and zesty vibe that I am craving for this summertime. I consider Levant as a citrusy, floral fragrance that might even be perfect as a signature scent. However, as of the moment, I'm enjoying it a lot during summertime. Levant is actually in the same ballpark as Fleur Narcotique and Valaya. However, the difference is that it is like a citrusy take of the Fleur Narcotique's DNA. Levant is my best everyday summer scent this year, and I truly enjoy this fragrance under the heat. This is a perfect citrusy floral scent that will definitely make you feel fresh and sophisticated. At the same time, I think if you love peony and oranges in perfumes, you will definitely love Levant. Longevity and projection on me are moderate, but what I noticed this summertime is that I spray my perfume more on my clothes, and in that way, it even lasted me longer. To be honest, I could smell Levant the whole day. Maybe not on my skin, but on my clothes, because that's the current technique that I am doing with my perfume nowadays, especially since the summer is really on here in Europe. Once again, Levant by Ormonde. Now, since summer is here, I am going a lot to the beach, so I definitely need a good beach summer scent. And it has to be a coconut dominant fragrance. My choice is my favorite coconut fragrance in my collection as of now, and this is Bossa by Granado. Now, this fragrance is so good. It is fresh, it is citrusy, musky, coconut, milky scent that I just truly adore. This is the smell of an effortless goddess sunbathing. Yeah, that's how it smells like to me. It is definitely giving Rio de Janeiro vibes, like in the packaging. I can literally think of Rio de Janeiro when I smell this fragrance. It's so good. It has an addictive coconut milk, frangipani, lemon, tiare flower, and musk combo that I am truly enjoying. I know that there's a lot of coconut fragrance under the same DNA. However, Bossa is my favorite because it is such a light, airy, and wearable kind of sunscreeny coconut milk scent that just feels so much more like me. With this kind of scent, I don't want it to be beast mode at all because I want it enough for me to enjoy, to respray every now and then, especially when I am at the beach. Longevity and projection, since it's a cologne, is not that amazing. However, as mentioned, I don't want it to be in a beast mode level anyway. It lasted me around 3 to 5 hours max. Bossa, once again, from Granado. And if you are into coconut scents, then I highly recommend you checking out this fragrance. Now, continuing to my favorite summer floral perfume, or let's just say it's my favorite floral perfume in general. And if you watch my channel, you will guess which perfume is about to be shown. Un Bel Amour by Parfums the Empire. This is my perfect floral scent. If I have to create a floral perfume, it will smell exactly like this. Un Bel Amour is the creamiest, exotic, tropical floral scent that I have ever smelled. It has perfectly blended tropical flowers like gardenia, champaca, ylang ylang, and magnolia. To me, this just smells so perfect. Aside from it being an exotic tropical floral scent, this fragrance is also very carnal. This, in my opinion, is the sexiest floral scent that I have ever put my nose on. And if you watch my channel, you know that I'm not really a floral perfume girly. However, there's something about Un Bel Amour that really captivated me. To me, this is just so magical. And to think it has turmeric and cumin in it. I am very sensitive when it comes to spices. However, those spices actually made this fragrance sexier and very carnal. I know that a lot of you have bought this fragrance after my recommendation, and I'm only receiving good feedback. I can't rave enough about this fragrance. I absolutely love it. This was part of my top 10 for life last year. And yeah, it's still part of my top 10 for life because this is just Joanna in a bottle. Yeah, let me just say it like that. Once again, Un Bel Amour by Parfums the Empire, the best exotic tropical fragrance, in my opinion. Oh, longevity and projection are above average. It will definitely last you the whole day. And what I love the most about this fragrance is that the more it stays on your skin, the more it lingers and becomes more addictive. Yeah, there's something about Un Bel Amour combined with sweat that just makes it even sexier. Yeah, I have to stop rambling. Now, next up is a fragrance that I wish I will smell like when I wake up. To me, this is the best your skin but better scent. If I can just smell like this on a daily basis, like I wouldn't mind. And this is Musc Moschus by Rania J. Now, this is actually my scent of the day, and I am loving it even if it's so hot and humid outside. This to me is the perfect feel, pretty, clean, musky scent that I think is just perfect for everyday use. If ever I have to go to the office every day, like this will be my signature scent. I would say particularly this DNA is like my kind of daily scent vibe, but there's just something about Musc Moschus that just feels more special. And I think it is the blackcurrant and iris in this fragrance that gave it a more oomph factor. The iris gave this fragrance a slight powdery feel. The blackcurrant is such a mood lifter note to me, and yeah, I truly enjoy wearing this fragrance. If I can choose a scent that I wish I have imprinted on my skin, it will be Musk Moschus. Longevity and projection are good considering that it is more of like a musky scent. This on me lasts around 5 to 6 hours with moderate to soft projection. Not complaining. As mentioned, this is the perfect your skin but better scent. Once again, Musk Moschus by Rania J. Next fragrance is an edgy signature scent of mine. I love this fragrance so much, even though I don't use it that often. This is something that I resonate with because I find this fragrance unique and at the same time mysterious. If I smell this on someone, I will definitely be curious about that person. And this is Revolucion by Carner, Barcelona. This was included as well in my top 10 for life last year. And yes, it is still included in today's list because I truly enjoy this fragrance. I may not use it on a daily basis, but this is the kind of fragrance that I take out if I'm feeling edgy or if I want to make an impression on a daily whereabouts. There's something very chic and edgy about Revolucion, and I just couldn't get enough of it. Basically, this is an ozonic, saffron, and leather scent that smells clean. If you don't like leather in perfumes, I highly recommend you checking out Revolucion because you might change your mind. I've never smelled anything like this, even though it can somehow give the vibes of ombre leather, but you know, I'm just saying the vibes because of the leather. However, this is like a very summery version of that. Very Carner. This is my favorite fragrance from Carner because in my opinion, this depicts the whole Carner vibe. Very light and airy, ozonic and aromatic leather and saffron combo that actually blew me away. Just reading the notes, I never thought that I will love this fragrance so much. I'm telling you, this fragrance is definitely worth a sniff, especially if you are into unique fragrances. Now, the best way to describe this fragrance is that it is a unique summer leather scent. It is aromatic and ozonic at the same time, very complex. The most prominent notes to my nose are leather, violet leaf, saffron, and ozonic notes. I recommend you checking out Revolucion if you actually hate leather fragrances. Yeah, because you might change your mind. Such an amazing summer leather scent. But to me, this is something that I will wear the entire year. As mentioned, I love wearing this fragrance if I have to be in a place wherein I want to stand out. Yeah, once again, Revolucion by Carner, Barcelona. Longevity and projection are above average, especially if you overspray on clothes. And yeah, this fragrance is very unisex. My favorite from Carner, Barcelona. Next up is my favorite vanilla scent, and this can actually be an all year rounder for me as well. Angelique Noire by Guerlain. And yes, this was also included in my last year top 10 for life, and it is still my favorite green vanilla scent ever. Point blank, period. If you watch my channel, you know that this is my #1 perfume for life. Like, this is my favorite out of the 400 perfumes that I have right now. Angelique Noire is just my vibes. To me, this is a scent of a grown woman who knows what she wants in life. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna describe this fragrance. To be honest, it's not really a complex fragrance. Basically, it is a green vanilla that is also a little bit woody and peppery, but there's just something about it that smells so quiet luxury, and I think that's why I am really enjoying this fragrance. It's not a loud scent as well, which made me even more attracted to it because moderate performance is perfect for this kind of scent profile. I know that I've talked about this fragrance a gazillion times in my channel, so yeah, by now you know how much I love this fragrance, and yes, it is still my #1 favorite, and yeah, having said that, it is still part of my top 10 for life this year. Once again, Angelique Noire by Guerlain, and this is my favorite green vanilla scent ever. Now, moving to the fall category. To me, this is like one of my best discoveries last year. This has now become like one of my favorite scent profile, Bourbon Brulee by Ledda. And guys, if I have one word to describe this fragrance, it is intoxicating. It is sweet, it is boozy, it's fluffy, and dark at the same time. So basically sweet and mysterious kind of vibe, which is me. I love how sweet this fragrance is because it is just perfect. Reading the notes, I never thought that I will love it this much, considering it has whiskey, coconut milk. Like, how can that work out, right? And then it has heliotrope, bourbon vanilla, caramel, cedar, white musk, cypriol oil, tonka bean, and plum. There's so many notes listed, and yes, I get all the notes, and I am just so in love with this fragrance. If you watch my channel, you know that I hardly make a dent on my fragrance because I test fragrance every day, okay? And I'm the type who tests 1 or 2 fragrances a day. So, you know, having said that, it's really hard for me to make a dent out of a perfume, but Bourbon Brulee is just something that got me really hooked. I think if you are into coconut milk and caramel, you will definitely enjoy this fragrance. This to me smells like fall. Imagine sitting by the fireplace while doing s'mores and you're having whiskey at the same time. Aside from s'mores, you are also snacking on some caramel candies on the side. And yeah, that's how Bourbon Brulee smells like. A sweet, addictive, and intoxicating fragrance that made to my top 10 for life. Also, this is my favorite from Ledda. Longevity and projection, I will say, are moderate. Let's say around 4, maximum 7 hours. Really great fragrance, and the price of this is very reasonable as well. This cost, I think, less than $80. Highly recommend it, especially if you're looking for an amazing fall fragrance. Once again, Bourbon Brulee by Ledda. Next up is one of the GOATs of perfumery. And no, it's not Baccarat Rouge 540. Guidance by Amouage. If you watch my channel, you know how much I adore this fragrance. This is the last perfume release that knocked me off my feet. I was blown away by how beautiful and masterfully done this fragrance is. I know it is not a very likable scent. I will say it's a love or hate fragrance, but I think if you are the type who loves it, you'll definitely keep it as part of your top 10 for life. And yeah, for sure, you've heard about Guidance already. There are a couple of dupe attempts out there, but in my opinion, nothing really comes close to this. I will say though, Impadia is the closest one that I've tried, but of course, I know that this is not a dupe. I want to include Guidance in today's video, but to tell you the truth, Impadia is something that I've been using a lot as well since I received it. Yeah, as you can see, I'm almost done with this 10 ml, and I will definitely buy a full bottle of this. Actually, I'm just controlling myself not to buy a full bottle of Impadia because I have this thing of finishing my decant or smaller bottle before purchasing a full bottle. And yeah, I love this scent profile. It is rosy, powdery, creamy, woody at the same time. This is like just my kind of powdery, rose, woody scents. Even though Guidance is the GOAT, Impadia is something that I wear the most this year. I think I've only used Guidance twice this year, but I feel like Impadia is just more wearable, whereas with Guidance, I really have to think of my surroundings before deciding to use it because, you know, it can be overpowering. But with Impadia, oh my God, I receive a lot of compliments. My husband loves it. He couldn't stop sniffing me when I wear this fragrance. So yeah, I love this fragrance. Even on date nights, actually, this is what I've been using because it just feels so me. Impadia is part of my top 10 for life, but I will always give credit to the GOAT, which is Guidance. Longevity and projection of Impadia are amazing. Okay, not as beastly as Guidance, but you will definitely be smelled if you wear this fragrance. I absolutely love it. And I think so far, this is my favorite discovery of the year. Next up is my favorite Femme Fatale scent. And at the same time, this is also my favorite cherry fragrance in my collection, Duchessa by Gritti. I am a sucker, anything cherry and chocolate. And in my opinion, Duchessa just nailed it. This to me is the perfect cherry chocolate combo that I have ever tried. It has a perfect amount of spiciness as well. The cloves in here gave this fragrance a different kind of spicy vibes, basically amping up its sexy factor. Plus the saffron in here gave this fragrance that luxurious vibes. And to be honest with you, I have a lot of cherry and chocolate scents combo in my collection, but in my opinion, Duchessa just wins over because it is the most luxurious smelling one. If I have to go on a special occasion in winter or fall time, I will definitely use Duchessa. There's something about it that not only smells sexy or femme fatale, I love the mysterious vibes that it has as well. Like if I smell this on someone, I will definitely turn my head and will be curious who that girl is. Yeah, that's the vibe of Duchessa. If you have this fragrance, probably you'll know what I'm talking about. Yeah, once again, Duchessa, my favorite cherry fragrance in my collection. Longevity and projection, let's say less moderate on skin, but if you spray more on clothes, this will last until the next day. And last but not the least is my perfect winter scent. And this was also included in my last year's top 10 for life. Yeah, Iris Shot by Olfactive Studio. And now this is my favorite Iris scent in my collection. I just love this scent. It is buttery, creamy, powdery, vegetal, and aldehydic at the same time. Very complex, very iris forward fragrance. And I think if you're the type who enjoys iris, in your fragrances, this is a fragrance that you have to check out because I find it extremely unique and special. The iris in here has different levels. Like it starts off vegetal and then it transitions into somehow lipsticky, and in the dry down, it somehow becomes buttery and powdery. I absolutely love it. The opening of this fragrance is quite aldehydic and peppery. I love how the aldehydes gave a slight vintage vibe to this fragrance because, in my opinion, aldehydes and iris work very well together if blended very well, because what I noticed with a lot of aldehydes and iris combo out there, it just smells like too vintagey. And you know what I mean by too vintagey is like it might smell too outdated, but the vintage vibes that Iris Shot has smells vintage yet modern. Such a stunner and such a beautiful perfume. If you watch my channel, you know how much I love Iris Shot. And if ever, this will be my signature scent for the wintertime because yeah, I just really love this perfume. Once again, Iris Shot by Olfactive Studio. So that is the video for today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed. And if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, I hope that this video made you subscribe. And yeah, let me know if you've guessed any of these fragrances, and let me know as well if you've tried any of these perfumes, because I would love to know if you love or hate my favorites, okay? In case you're interested, and if you haven't watched yet, my top 10 Middle Eastern perfumes for life, I'm gonna link it up in here so you can watch it as well. Once again, thank you all so much for watching, guys, and see you on my next one. Bye!